Welcome back, YouTube, to another Fat Guy Builds. Today we're with this 2009 Honda Civic Hybrid, and we're just going to do some spark plugs. But there's a catch. 4-cylinder has 8 plugs, so make sure you buy enough plugs right away. I'm going to tell you that at the very beginning. Here's the spark plugs we're using. They're Bosch double iridium, part number 9613. Pop your hood, and let's get to where the first step. Pop your hood. Go around all 4 corners of this cover, and you're just going to pull up and get this out of the way. Now we can see the coil packs. Go around to all the coil connectors. You're going to push this tab, wiggle the connector till it comes off. Do that to all 8. Use a 10mm socket to pull the nut off of the coil pack mount. To make it easier for me to get my fat hands back in here, I'm going to take these 10mm bolts out. That way I can get this harness pulled out of the way, and it'll give me a little bit extra room for my forearm to fit, since it's kind of tight in here. With the nut off of this mounting position, go ahead and give a little wiggle and shake to the coil till it comes out. Do that to all 8 of them. Use a fan of some sort. Make sure before you try to pull the spark plugs out that the engine is cold enough that you can hold your hand against the head without totally burning yourself, because if it's too hot you can rip threads. You're going to need these tools, 3-inch extension with a wobbly 5/8 spark plug socket. A longer extension, doesn't really matter how much longer, just 6-inch or more, and a 3/8 ratchet. The long extension with the 5/8 will be used for the front 4. The short one with the wobbly will be used to get into here. You put it down in, and then you can get to it. When you're pulling it out, you're going to unscrew the spark plug all the way, get it to here. It won't come out because the spark plug makes it longer. Then pull apart the extension from the socket, and then pull both parts out individually. Take anti-seize lube. You're going to put a dab on it like that, and take your finger, rub it all the way around, and it should look like that. Next, we're going to put some dielectric grease on this boot just so it doesn't stick. So what you want to do is put a little bit on the edge here, wipe it around like that, and then I like to put some on the outside just so the boot in the future doesn't get stuck to the cylinder wall part. And then when you go to pull this off again, it rips this apart. So it's just better, just put it here and on the outside here. Once you get the new plugs in, then you can just slide the coil on. Just give it a wiggle while you're pushing down, and then it should seat flush. And once it's set flush, you can grab your little nut again, put your nut on, and then tighten that down with the 10mm socket. Reverse the steps that you did to take everything apart up until that last step. Put it back together. We actually had 1 coil that was bad. Luckily, there's 2 coils per cylinder and 2 spark plugs per cylinder, so just going to drive to the auto parts store like this and then toss in the other one. Yes, we already test drove it. Yes, it drives fine. I'd like to thank all you guys for coming and checking out another Fat Guy Builds. Hopefully this saved you some money, and till next time, wrench on.